To coronavirus matters now, where the Ministry of Health is now warning of a spike in coronavirus cases in the country, despite latest figures showing the infection rate is going down. On Monday, the Ministry of Health announced 48 people had tested positive for coronavirus in the last 24 hours from 1,081 samples tested. The number of new infections is the lowest recorded in recent times. Purity Musa reports.
The Ministry of Health on Monday revealed that Mombasa and Turkana counties, which previously were on a downward trend regarding new COVID-19 cases, had already begun experiencing a spike in infections. According to the Ministry of Health, the upward trajectory of infections is being witnessed across the country, with the infection rate currently at 6.1%, higher than the 5% recommendation by the World Health Organization for a country to be considered as having flattened its curve.
And just as we've always informed you, this disease is squarely within our communities, having established community transmission, with about 35,398 cases to date, of which we've heard that 98% of them have been local transmissions.
During the daily COVID-19 updates, health officials warned of dire consequences if Kenyans continue disregarding prevention protocols.
Trajectory of the curve has been on a downward trajectory, but this will only obtain so long as we maintain and sustain the public health social measures that we have continued to articulate, failure to which there could easily be a reversal.
The total number of confirmed cases countrywide is 36,205 after 48 people tested positive in the last 24 hours. The tests were conducted on a sample size of 1,081.
We have Mombasa today taking lead with 20 cases. And this is what we were pointing out to, that it seems that there may be a slight surge in Mombasa County. Nairobi 15, Tharaka Nithi 4, Kiambu 2, Kilifi 2, Meru 2, Machakos 1, and Wajir 1, and Homa Bay 1.
176 people have been given a clean bill of health over a similar period, 45 from the home-based care program and 131 from various health facilities. So far, 23,243 have recovered from the disease. The death toll continues to rise and is at 624 after 2 patients succumbed to COVID-19. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health says it is holding consultative meetings with nurses union officials in Nairobi to end the ongoing strike by the healthcare providers.
Most recently, Cabinet approved workmen's compensation for healthcare workers, and so again that issue was settled. Any other remnant issues that deal with promotion are being handled by those teams, and they're in conversations with the union bodies there.
With the World Health Organization having reported a record-breaking number of COVID-19 infections in a single day after over 300,000 cases of coronavirus were reported on Sunday, and with Kenya's coronavirus positivity rate remaining at 6.1%, slightly higher than the WHO's recommended 5%, then this tells you the fight against the deadly disease is far from being over, and the ministry is now urging Kenyans not to put their guards down and strictly adhere to COVID-19 preventive restrictions. Purity Museo, Channel 1 News, Nairobi.